The golf world lost one of its most enduring figures on Friday when Ken Venturi passed away at the age of 82. The 1964 United States Open champion, who spent 35 years in the CBS broadcast booth, was unable to attend the World Golf Hall of Fame induction ceremony on May 6th, the night he was enshrined as part of the class of 2013. His dear friend and longtime colleague at CBS, Jim Nantz, was there in St. Augustine to honor him.
Until tonight, June 20th, 1964 was the day that defined Ken Venturi. His victory that sweltering, suffocating afternoon at Congressional Country Club was one of the most memorable, emotional, and heroic triumphs this game has ever known. A 36-hole finale that he nearly never finished, and moreover was even advised between rounds by a doctor that he was suffering heat stroke and that if he continued to play, it could be fatal. Kenny told the doctor that day, "I've got nowhere else to go." So alas, he took slow, measured steps the final 18 holes, even getting an assist and adding up his scorecard from Joe Dye, as Kenny was too disoriented at that point to add up the numbers. Since that historic day outside of Washington, D.C., Kenny has taken many slow, measured steps toward this ultimate coronation. His golf career was put on hold so that he could serve his country first. He was in the Army, in Korea, and then Austria near the Russian border. And after leaving the military, he came closer to winning the Masters than any amateur ever has, holding the 54-hole lead in 1956. Still an amateur, there was the match at Cypress Point, teaming with Harvey Ward that famous day against Nelson and Hogan.
Venturi has the honors and is after his 10th consecutive tournament round in the 60s.
Once out on tour, he won in his first start in St. Paul. There would be 14 victories in all in a very short playing career.
Ken Venturi, playing his first tournament after a several-month layoff because of an unusual circulatory illness.
Injuries crippled the length of his playing days, most notably carpal tunnel syndrome that reduced him to about a 10-year window. Those injuries led to his next life, where most of us knew him as the voice that documented so many of the most important golf tournaments we ever watched.
With us out on the course will be the 1964 United States Open champion and the 1964 Hartford Open champion, Ken Venturi.
His years of commentating made him not only the longest analyst in American television golf history, but the longest-running lead analyst we've ever had for any sport in our country's broadcast history. Great calls.
Let me tell you, Gene Sauer made his for Birdie to go to 17. Why not Dickie Pride?
Got a chance. Why not Dickie Pride? This is a Cinderella story. This is unbelievable.
I was going to have a hard time making 5.
How about a 4? I'll tell you, I've seen it all today. This is unbelievable.
Heartfelt emotion.
I've said many times, Pat, after the money is spent, the trophy lingers on, and the memory of that applause, Peter Jacobsen will never forget.
A knack for feeling the moment.
What a round. What a player. Beautiful. That tells it all right there.
His work in television was legendary, and the audience considered him their trusted friend. He's led a remarkable life, from captaining his country to a President's Cup victory in 2000, to just being the walking embodiment of the sport and all its virtues. So tonight we honor the son of Fred and Ethel, the father of Matt and Tim, husband of Kathleen, with a recognition that I know means the world to him.
The greatest reward in life is to be remembered, and thank you for remembering me. May God bless you, and may God bless America.